The following audio may contain the personal testimonials of some OPTAVIA coaches or clients of OPTAVIA. The results relayed in these messages are based on the unique experiences of the participants, and we cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. While you may be inspired by these accounts, please note that any stories of success have not been verified, and your individual path to optimal health will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you consult with a healthcare provider before starting a weight loss program. Yours in health, the OPTAVIA team.
All right, well, welcome everybody. And for the next 30 minutes, I get the enormous opportunity to be able to share with you some amazing transformation stories from individuals who have taken advantage of the full offering of OPTAVIA. They've not only created a healthy body, but they've also created a healthy mind. And now they're creating healthy finances with our health coach opportunity. So I can't wait for you to get a chance to meet some of these individuals who become great friends of mine and be inspired by their stories. For those of you that don't know my story, I have been a client of this program for 10 years. 10 years ago, I decided to get healthy with this program. And, I never would have thought that I would have decided to become a coach to help other people to get healthier. But I was looking for more accountability. I was looking for an opportunity to help other people to get the gift that I was given. I lost 100 pounds on this program, and it was so transformational for me. I wanted to give it back to other people. And for the last 10 years, I've had a chance to help a whole bunch of people to get healthy. And I've seen a whole lot of amazing stories because of the amazing vehicle that Dr. Wayne Anderson founded. And he founded this company on a passion because he wanted to get America healthy. And that's the mission of OPTAVIA. Our mission is to get America healthy and then the world. And he partnered with a major organization that had a lot of medical credibility and had a lot of success in the marketplace. But what they were missing was a vehicle to be able to deliver their amazing program and amazing fuelings to the masses. And so Dr. Wayne Anderson, the 10th physician board certified in critical care, basically took this amazing program and partnered it with a healthy lifestyle program that's based on science and based upon being physician-led. And he ended up taking that business, become one of the most transformational programs on the marketplace today. Forbes magazine actually ranked our company in the top 100 most trustworthy companies in 2016 and 2017. Our organization has actually got great leadership. It's got great medical heritage. And so what we're offering people in this full offering is not just weight loss. While America needs weight loss, it's not the only thing that we have to offer. What we have to offer individuals is optimal health and well-being. You see, OPTAVIA stands for the optimal way of living. Our logo, as you see on the screen, is a circle that actually has 24 different radiants that stand for the 24 hours in a day. And as you see, the 24 radiants begin to get fuller. We are helping people to live fuller lives by helping them to adopt one healthy habit at a time so that they can create lifelong transformation. And tonight's stories, you're going to get a chance to hear people that have come from the epidemic, which is the obesity epidemic, to the point where they're actually thriving in their life, not just with their physical weight, but with all aspects of what we call the Trilogy of optimal health and well-being. They decided to not become a statistic. They decided to not sustain or to just remain in a unhealthy lifestyle. They decided to start creating optimal health and well-being. And while we love to hear these stories, we want to create more stories. We need more feet on the street. We need more coaches to be able to reverse the trends, and we need more coaches to train and equip other health professionals on how to create health and well-being, because most of our medical system is not based upon helping people to create health. They're reacting to disease, and they're reacting to injuries and lifestyle-related diseases. So we're looking to equip more people with the resources and the tools and the training to change the statistics and to change the trends that are now beginning to become exported globally. And that's why our company has actually taken an initiative to move internationally so that we can start helping people all around the world. Our program is made up of 4 components. I'm going to give you just a quick overview of what our program has to offer in terms of our 4 components, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the health coach opportunity and share some stories with you. So the very first component of our program that makes it different from a lot of other programs is that it's a coaching program. We actually provide trained coaches the resources to be able to equip and to coach and guide other individuals that they're supporting through a lifestyle change program. The Healthy Lifestyle Program is all physician-led, so our health coaches are not individuals that have gone to get an advanced degree. While some of them may be health professionals that are licensed by their state, these individuals are passionate about getting healthier, and they're passionate about using Dr. Wayne Anderson's Habits of Health system. And because of the simple training and the resources that are provided, they don't have to know everything to get another person healthy. So maybe you're right now a client on our program and you're excited about the results that you're having, and people are starting to ask you about the results that you're getting, and they're kind of interested and curious. And you can refer them on to your coach. There's no responsibility or obligation to become a coach, but if you wanted to coach other people to learn how to become healthier with our program, you could start to earn, and while you're still learning, how to become a more healthy person. Because our program is all done for you. It's all turnkey. It's all systematic. All you simply do is encourage other people to plug into the system. And our program is really based upon educating clients and giving it to them in a need-to-know manner. So even though we have a very vast education system, we don't just throw the book at people. Our coaches are there to have conversations, to build relationships with clients. And by helping them to overcome their barriers, they're able to learn how to become a healthier person. And when they learn more, they become more. And when they become more, they achieve more. And what happens is that when people learn more and become more and achieve more, they oftentimes want to give more. And we're going to get a chance to hear from some individuals that have given more and who have brought more people into our OPTAVIA community. And I can tell you from personal experience is that right now, if you're kind of hesitant, you don't know if you have enough time or if you have enough education or if you're far enough along in your health journey, we all have those same thoughts. But keep an open mind. Keep an exploratory attitude towards what is available, and I think that you'll be blown away by what you find. You see, the four components, including the community, is actually the driver of our business model. It's not about you as an individual. It's about the system that we provide and you plugging into that system, and then you helping other people to understand the benefits of plugging in, and then supporting the ones that want to use the system. These virtual events and support calls and resources are available, and you don't have to recreate it. This isn't a business that you have to go out there and reinvent. You simply share this model of support with other people, and other people will actually want to do the program regardless of how far you are along on your journey or whether or not you have a lot of education. They like the program because the program works and because of its clinical studies and because of its medical efficacy. The fourth component of our program is Fuelings. We teach people to eat every 2 to 3 hours to provide good satiety. We show them how to do it in a very simple way, and we customize meal plans to match the needs of the individual. So individuals that have dietary restrictions or have specific dietary interests, such as vegetarian or gluten-free, we customize meal plans to work for them based on what they're committed and able to do. And we use a simple meal plan system that uses portion-controlled fueling so that people don't have to count calories, points, or carbohydrates, and they don't have to go do a lot of planning and preparing and purchase and portion sizing. You know how kind of tenuous that can be, and time is money. And most people don't have a whole lot of time. And they don't have a whole lot of money to go out there and spend on personal training or to spend money on discretionary expenses. And so what we're able to do is we're able to take people's food budget and just redirect it to a healthier source of nutrition so that we can coach them on how to adopt the habits of health. And I can tell you from personal experience, it has worked for me, and I've seen it work for other people. And the next person you get a chance to hear from is a great friend. She's also a client, and she's also one of our top coaches. And her name is Priscilla Sari, and her husband have had an amazing transformation, not only personally and physically, but also mentally and financially. And I can't wait for you to hear her story. Priscilla, welcome to the webinar.
Thanks, David. What a privilege it is for me to share my Trilogy story. And it starts with a daughter who came to us, to mom and dad, and asked if we knew of a program that could help her lose some weight. She wanted someone to tell her what to eat, when to eat, and then just watch the pounds melt away. Well, we didn't know about a program quite like that, but we had heard of a health coach. And we were curious, what in the world does a health coach do? So we got in contact with him, and he basically said to us that we should try and do the program together, all three of us doing the same program. The reason being, we could encourage and support each other. we might have our life be a little bit easier because of decisions that we were making about food, and our chances of having greater loss was even better. Well, I'm the skeptic in the family, and I had a plan, and there was no way that I was going to do the same plan as my husband. That had never worked in the past. I also didn't think it was a great idea to take some money and put it on something that I didn't understand. But because I love my daughter, I said, okay, let's give it a try. Well, you can imagine my delight when in 28 days, my husband lost 21 pounds, our daughter lost 19, and I lost 20. Long story short, 17 weeks into the program, our family of 3 had lost over 125 pounds, a small person. I had lost 43 pounds, and I was at my goal weight. Students at school were convinced that I was getting taller. And coworkers and fellow teachers did a double take when they saw me in the hall because they did not recognize who I was. The transformation was that amazing. But even more important than the physical transformation was a transformation that was taking place in my mind and in my heart. You see, I had my self-confidence back. And I had all of this energy, and I could pour it into my students. And I knew that I was giving them the best of me as their teacher. Well, about the same time, our coach, who had faithfully coached us through that whole entire process, came up with a lame brain idea. He thought that my husband and I should become health coaches. And I'm thinking in my head, he doesn't understand. He doesn't get it. I'm too busy. I'm pouring my life into these kids. I'm a busy pastor's wife. I've got 2 of my own kids. Where in the world, what is he thinking? Well, he talked about paying it forward. He talked about that it might also help me move my health forward. And then he talked about financial freedom in retirement. Well, that was still 2 years down the road. There was no way I was even interested. But to get him off my back, I said, okay, I'll try it. Thinking, in 30 days, no clients, all done. However, 7 years now, I have been coaching. I'm no longer teaching full-time. I retired in 2013. And you know, all 3 of those aspects that my coach talked about have come true. Paying it forward, incredibly paying it forward. I'm so thrilled and so privileged to work with so many individuals over the past 7 years whose lives have been changed, transformed by losing weight, being able to play with the grandkids on the ground, being able to run with a child that they're teaching how to ride a bike, not having to pay double for airline fare because they can fit into one seat now, and just enjoying life. God has given me a whole new purpose in our retirement, a dream come true, a ministry that I never imagined was possible, and I'm so thankful for it. Secondly, my personal health continues to be optimized as every day I make healthy choices. I love going on walks with my husband. That time is so special, and even the puppy gets in on it every once in a while. I love the fact that in a couple of weeks, hopefully up here in northern Minnesota, we're going to have a chance to get those bikes out and get out on the bike trails. And I love the fact that we get to travel, and we're not limited by physical limitations. We get to travel and go everywhere that we want and visit friends and family. But the biggest surprise, the financial blessing. We're paying off debt. We're decreasing our mortgage. We are saving. We're paying off educational debt. We are enjoying the ability to bless others, family, friends, church, charities. And you know, those bills that I used to lose sleep over because I didn't quite quite know where the funds were going to come from, that's not an issue any longer. I sleep so well. I have so much to be thankful for. So thankful for that coach who could dream for me before I could dream for myself. And we're dreaming bigger and bigger every day. So thankful for the community that's called the OPTAVIA community, because they support and they encourage and they stand by. And they are clients and they're coaches and they're health champions. What a privilege to be a part of this community. And so thankful for Dr. Anderson and the mission and the OPTAVIA company that allows us as health coaches to come alongside other people and offer them health, hope, help, and happiness, just like my coach did for me. Thanks for letting me share my story.
Gosh, Priscilla, I love when you share your story because it really resonates with this trilogy of optimal health and well-being that we're talking about, because really this is what we offer people who want it. Now, you can come into our program and just get healthy physically, but if you want more, if you're hungry for more, if you desire more, we have a business model that can give you more. And it doesn't require you to go out there and to go back to school and to do a whole bunch of extra work or pay a whole bunch of money to buy a business or to go buy a job that is going to force you out of your home. This is something you can do in the comfort of your own home or at the speed of life with a cell phone or a laptop or a tablet. The benefits of becoming an OPTAVIA coach are long lasting, and there are also a long list of them. And we've got a few of them here that are most common. But before we go into more details about the benefits of becoming an OPTAVIA coach, I want to introduce you to another couple, Betty and Bill Ritchie, who have also become great friends and OPTAVIA community members, and to hear a little bit more about their amazing story. Betty and Bill, welcome to the webinar.
David, thank you so much. It's just a blessing to be here with you. You're the man. And all of us so appreciate what you do for all of the rest of us. Thank you. For me, I guess I thought most of my life my middle name was Diet. I did my first diet when I was 11 years old. I was one of these, Billy wears Huskies, and I had to go downstairs to get my jeans at the store. And so I put myself on a diet when I was 11. And put myself on 600 calories a day. Think about that. And man, I lost weight, shot my nervous system, and who knows what all else. But that would then be the rest of my life. So that I did every diet that came down the planet, whether it was the Zone or it was Atkins or I don't care what. And I'm a voracious reader, so I read everything Barry Sears wrote, everything that Atkins wrote, whatever. So I knew what they were about. But I was like a human accordion, take it off, put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off, put it on. I mean, you know the story. And finally, 8 years ago, I was up again. I was wearing 2 pairs of 38s that God and I both knew were 40s. And I said, that's it, I've had it. And I'm just done. And I was pastor of a church that Betty and I had started in our living room, and we had 5,000 people in the church. I had 165 people on our staff, and we were busy people, and I'd see myself on these gargantuan screens again and again and again. I went, no. So finally, I reached out to my daughter-in-law who was doing something for cholesterol, and I said, what are you doing? She told me. I said, what is that? And she gave me a guy's name, so I called him up and said, hook me up. I don't care what it costs. I don't care if it tastes like sand. I am in. And the stuff showed up, didn't taste like sand. And I said, okay, I'm just gonna go for it. And I dropped 56 pounds in 14 weeks and just never looked back. Just bang, gone. And I'm still at that 9th grade weight right now. And that's pretty exciting. Wearing my 32s. I'm loving it. But I would never have been able to do it had it not been for Dr. A and the Habits of Health, so that I could rehabituate my life and do all the things that I needed to do. And so, you know, a couple years after that, I had people saying, Pastor, are you okay? Because I'd had cancer and all that. And I said, yeah, I've never been better, actually. And you know, they'd ask me what I was doing, and I kind of blew it off because I was busy. And finally, I really got challenged to explore coaching, and I went to a thing and just probably 15 minutes in said, where's this been all my life? Because all they talked about was health, 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 health. It wasn't about smell the leather on my car or any of that stuff. It was about health. And I said, man, I am so in. And so I started doing this, and we might have had a huge church, but it's a church, right? You have a challenge paying for what you have, let alone what you had. And I knew I would be retiring. So what are you going to do going forward? And my whole mission is to inspire, encourage, and motivate people to be the best version of themselves. And man, I had it right here in my hands with this. And so I dove into coaching, one of the best decisions I have ever made. And Betty, she has never had to lose a pound, and she's the one who made my diets happen because she can do it and I didn't. And she joined me, and man, oh man, she can tell you a little about what she's gotten out of this.
What I've enjoyed is being able to use the giftings, just the natural propensities that I've had, to continue to use those, even though I am not in any kind of a professional capacity anymore. So, and the other thing is not just use what I already have going for me, but to make me grow up and do some more learning. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing for the old brain. And so we read a lot, and we invest ourselves in people, and that's a great place to be.
You know, another thing that we have found is not just that, you know, the weight thing, like we always say to people, look, the weight will come off. Let's not get hung up on that. You do the program works, end of story. Let's talk about optimal life. What does that really, really look like? What we have seen is radical transformation of lives, mentally, emotionally, you know, unbelievable things happening, all because of this. So I just have to say, wow, this is fabulous.
That's great. And man, I could just tell your guys' phone is ringing off the hook. People want to talk to you so bad. I don't know if I've ever talked to some busier people than you guys, but you guys
are people wanting to know about coaching.
Yeah, that's right. Well, gosh, I love hearing your guys' story, and you guys are the epitome of what this opportunity gives to people, is that you can become a coach and just help some people to get healthier if that's all you want to do. You know, the cost to become a coach is $199, and there's no, you know, ongoing purchase requirements. There's no sales quotas. There's not a whole bunch of stuff that is typically associated with other types of businesses that are home-based. Our program offers you the opportunity to learn more, become more, and achieve more. What you determine to be more is really up to you. You can choose to become a business coach and coach other coaches. And if you are in the people farming business and you want to help people to grow and help other people to grow, you can build, you know, fields and orchards of opportunity. You can help people to not only get healthier physically and mentally and financially, but you can give them a vehicle to go help their family and friends and community to do the exact same thing. And then there's an opportunity for people, if they want to become a business leader. Not everybody wants to quit their day job and come do health coaching full time and work with other people and be in the people business. But for those people that do want to create a business that is significant, not just successful, but significant, meaning that it actually casts a ripple and it casts a shadow beyond the grave, the business leader opportunity is available. And there's all different types of income opportunities. It's up to you to decide what works best for you. But the good news is that you don't have to become a salesperson. If you don't feel like you can sell and you don't feel like you have a huge social network, it's okay. All you simply need to do is start healthy conversation. We're a relationship business. We focus on helping people to create health and well-being in their life if they're interested in it. We don't go out there and sell and tell and push and promote. We go out there and connect authentically, cultivate trust, add value to people, and invite them to learn more about what we do. You don't get told what to do. This is a business opportunity. You're an independent contractor. You choose the hours you want to work. If you want to work spare time, part-time, or full-time, it's completely up to you. There's no income floor and there's no income ceiling. You choose to make what you want to make, and it's all based upon helping people to get healthier and simply just helping them to redirect their food budget from the fast food line and the grocery stores that have 46,000 unhealthy products, and giving them healthy solutions, healthy opportunities while they're learning to create healthy habits. There's low startup costs, and the operating cost and inventory are non-existent. You don't have a lot of operating costs. You don't have employees. You don't have red tape, and you don't need an exotic office. You can use your home-based office. And you can work from anywhere. So you can work around the world if you like to travel. And all of the training is virtual. You don't have to attend training events if you don't want to. You can simply work from your computer and attend online. And you can learn what you want to learn. And these two individuals that I'm about to introduce you to, they are people that have moved from retirement to refirement. Karen and David Burrier become great friends, and they're on a mission to give some hope to a whole lot of people, and I can't wait for you to meet them. Karen and David, welcome to the webinar.
Thank you so much. My name is Karen Burrier, and I have been richly blessed by the Trilogy of OPTAVIA. Healthy body, yo-yo dieted 40 years, 50 pounds off many, many times. And I was also very sick. I had Lyme disease, not diagnosed for 6 years, then 5 years of antibiotics, 2 at a time for 5 years. So I was very at a low point when my husband started the plan, and I thought I could do that. And so I lost 50 pounds in 6 months, and I felt so light, and I felt energized. Then, so that was my healthy body. That was, oh, and I have to say something for the nutritionists. I had 39 food sensitivities from all being so sick, and they really helped me customize my fueling choices so I could tolerate them to be on the plan. So that was a significant step that helped me get healthy. And then healthy mind. So 40 years of social work, the last 15 in hospice care, which is a full court press delivery system. And David replaced my income in 9 months. And so I could retire early at the age of 62, yay. That is such an understatement. Blessings galore. And so I went from funeral planning, grief, loss every day with many, many people for 15 years to every day helping people dream, celebrating milestones, and uplifting things. So every day I wake up like I get to coach. I get to help someone get healthy, and we get to do stuff together. And so it's just, the mental health trilogy is just immeasurable benefit. And then healthy finances, of course, I got to retire early, and he got to retire early. And so we're just in this thing to win it, to help as many people as possible. So the joy, the blessings, it's immeasurable. So I'm just thrilled.
That's awesome. And you know, my name is David. I want to do a shout out to Bill and Betty and Priscilla and Ron. Love your stories, and very inspired by what you shared tonight. You know, this talked a lot about in OPTAVIA about becoming the best version of ourselves individually, but this has enabled Karen and I to become the best version of ourselves in our marriage. And it's something that we get to do together. Never would have imagined us doing this, but here we are, and we are on fire. In fact, we had a refirement party as we were able to just say, we're going to retire earlier. And here's the thing, we don't need this income for our retirement. This is awesome because this has enabled us to dream, and we have C goals. And those are to pay off our kids' debts, to send missionaries, to do a lot more charitable giving. And we're just so blessed to be able to have above and beyond. And we don't get that unless we help people get healthy. You know, the other thing is that, yes, the other day somebody said to me, you guys look like you've got younger. Yeah, that's right. So I do want to do a shout out now to our family. And what I mean by that is I want to do a shout out to our health coach team. Because, you know, it's not about us, it's about them, and we are focused on helping them be successful. And we have our health coach team, and they're called the Seagulls. You know, when you say Seagulls, it sounds like seagulls, right? So ours is a Seagull health coach team, and then and we love them, and they are in flight. I am telling you, last month was amazing. They're in flight. We also want to do a shout out to our our client team. We call them the Life Share. We're sharing life with people. Our Life Share client support team. And we want to do a shout out to our extended OPTAVIA family, the people that we have met. Oh, my goodness. So blessed to be around such positive people. And, we are happy, healthy, and full of hope. And we like to call what we do is rich living. Rich living. And it has nothing to do with money. It has absolutely everything to do with blessing people. And I'm so glad, Priscilla, that you brought up the ministry part, and both of you, actually, all of you did. And that's what we feel it is. It's an extension of our mission field. Never would have imagined that would have been the case. So we just appreciate the opportunity to share a little bit of our story. I lost 80 pounds. I was a brittle diabetic, giving myself 5 insulin shots a day. I'm telling you. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, had a heart attack, open heart surgery, and the doctor said, you should be dead. You understand that? You dodged a bullet. You better be on your knees praying why God chose to spare you. And then here it is, 4 years later. Oh, I wouldn't have been able to experience this with Karen. One of our goals is to be, okay, I'm going to get a little teary-eyed here, David. The goal now is to have 50 years with this gal and to be around for our 7 grandchildren. And had I died, as the surgeon said, I should be dead, I would have missed out the last 4 years. And in the last 2 years of being coaches, we have helped 340 people lose 10,000 pounds. That's 5 ton. That's amazing. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk, right? So we are in flight and moving on up, and we're enjoying it. Whether we have 10 years, 20 years, whatever it's going to be, we're so blessed that we have been able to be introduced to this program. And David, you're a whole lot of part of that. You know that, don't you?
Well, we're so glad to have you guys a part of this OPTAVIA community. And, it's, it really is not about retirement. It is about refirement. And so tonight we chose to feature stories of people who had retired and refired themselves to doing something with more purpose and meaning in their life, and to not just think about it as like just, kind of drifting off into retirement, but really driving home and living a significant life. And if you're in a position of life right now where you're looking at the last half of your life or the last quarter of your life, and you're saying, I want to do something that really matters. I want to make a difference. I want to finish well. OPTAVIA's coaching support team can help equip you and can give you the resources. If you're not good with technology, it's okay. We'll figure out a way to show you how to help love people and to care for people and to show them how to get healthier. And we'll give you a mentorship team. We'll give you the apprentice model so that you can learn while you earn. And you can go at your own pace. And so you don't have to go at a rocket's pace and you don't have to go at a snail's pace. You choose the pace. The path has already been laid out in front of you. All you simply do is just raise your hand and say, I'd like to learn how to do this, and I'd like to explore how to do it. And so if you were inspired by Priscilla and Ron's story and Betty and Bill and the wonderful David and Karen, we would just love for you to reach out to the person that invited you to this webinar and to tell them that you're interested in exploring it. Don't make any hard decisions about no, because you just may not know enough, and it may just be a little bit more of an education process before you decide to step in and start helping other people. And as we like to say, we like to help give people a hope transplant. We hope that you got more hope in your life. We hope that you pursue optimal health and well-being with us, and we hope that you invite other people to do it with you and with us. Thanks everybody for joining us tonight, and on behalf of all the panelists, we wish you all the very best in optimal health and well-being. Thanks everybody.
This audio may have contained the personal testimonials of some OPTAVIA coaches or clients of OPTAVIA. The results relayed in these messages are based on the unique experiences of the participants, and we cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. While you may be inspired by these accounts, please note that any stories of success have not been verified, and your individual path to optimal health will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you consult with a healthcare provider before starting a weight loss program. Yours in health, the OPTAVIA team.